everyone, this is Emily Leapart here for Teal Expressions, and in today's video I'm sharing a clean and simple card featuring the Rooting for You stamp set that's included in the stamping bundle. This is a beautiful and classic nature-inspired layering stamp set, and with 6 different sentiments it can be used year-round. My ink colors for this card are Rose Water, Watermelon, Raspberry Sorbet, and Mulled Wine. Included in the stamping bundle are the Teal MISTI, pickup sticker for the magnet, MISTI grid paper, MISTI clear alignment panels, Just Press It tool, and of course the Rooting for You clear stamp set. Before I start, I'm going to show you the style sheet, which gives very clear and helpful directions for using this layered stamp set. Each part is numbered, and you choose a different color for each of the parts, which is why I have 4 ink colors. Following along one plant at a time makes it super easy to create. I'm starting with an A2 panel of sugar cube cardstock. First, I place the largest image of the 4 stalks where I want it to be. I condition each clear stamp, but I'm only going to show this step once here. This helps remove any manufacturing residue and allows the ink to be applied evenly. I'm using Mulled Wine ink here and use the Just Press tool to apply even pressure. I ink it up a second time to get more coverage. Next, I stamp the ground in Raspberry Sorbet, and I only need to stamp that one time. Now I'll move on to each of the individual plants. I'll use both Rosewater and Watermelon ink to stamp the flowers. Each plant will feature both of these colors, and the first step will be stamped in Rosewater, then finished with Watermelon. You could definitely go back and forth between each individual plant and stamp both parts one after the other, but I've chosen to stamp all the Rosewater sections and finish with the Watermelon pieces. You could also use additional colors and make each plant a different set of colors. I stamped the Rosewater sections twice and the Watermelon pieces once. The center detail of the first plant is the 3rd step and is the only plant with that detail, so I use Raspberry Sorbet for the centers there. After finishing the plants, it's time to stamp the sentiment. I'm going to use the A2 alignment panel to make sure that the sentiment is straight. I simply place it on top of the panel, align the sentiment, pick up the stamp with the lid of the MISTI, and then remove the alignment panel before stamping. Since I want to heat emboss this sentiment, I'm going to use the anti-static powder tool before stamping the sentiment with Versamark ink and heat embossing it with TE copper embossing powder. Isn't it beautiful? I thought the copper embossing powder would be a great complement to the warm autumn colors on this card. To finish the card, I've cut a card base from Rosewater cardstock, then I've cut A2 panels of Watermelon and Mulled Wine in half. I'm going to use regular tape to secure these 2 pieces together, and I'm going to make sure there are no gaps. I push them together as tightly as possible so it's practically seamless to the naked eye. I flip the panel over and die cut it using the largest of the petite scallop rectangle stacklets. Next, I'm going to use the largest of the stitched rectangle stacklets on the stamped panel. One other use for the clear alignment panels is they can help you line up your dies with your stamped panels. Here I felt that the die was a bit off kilter with the sentiment, and I was right, so I made the adjustment before die cutting. Now that both panels are cut to size, I have to decide if I want the Mulled Wine at the top or the Watermelon portion at the top. Since the stalks are stamped in Mulled Wine and sit toward the bottom half of the panel, I decide to place the Mulled Wine cardstock at the top for balance. I use a tape runner to attach both panels to the card base, and now my card is done. I just love the simplicity of this card. The plants are so pretty, and the white space allows them to shine. The complementary colors of the card base and scalloped panel add visual interest to this elegant design. I look forward to seeing what you create with these products. The stamping bundle would make a great gift for a new card maker. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed for more inspiration. You can find all of these products in the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.